Okay. So someone just messaged me and said that Kendra is box banned.
So Huckleberry is saying she didn't say that. Bedazzled, peace out. Are y'all wanting my box?
So much. I just came up to clarify what I heard. And I did hear it last night in Smash's live, as well as again today in Huckleberry's live. They were referring to Smashly still having it in her phone, and in their opinion thought it was odd that she was keeping it in her phone, according to what she said, to report it at a later time. That's what I heard. Just my 2 cents for what it's worth, probably 1 cent.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I wasn't in the live, and I was only in Smashly's for a quick minute, and then I got out.
Okay, so say that is the case, and that's what was said. I'd still like proof on Malibu sending said screenshot out to multiple people, because she definitely said that. Also, I can confirm Kendra is box banned.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Kendra situation, so I was just coming up to clarify what I heard last night in your live, Smashly, and then again today in Huckleberry's live. That's just what I heard. So
That's fair. That's fair. That is definitely a possibility, but still, it is being said even today in her live, which we'll watch tonight, just to clarify or just to make sure that there's still being a narrative pushed that Malibu has sent it out to many people, and she did send it to me, and that is because nobody else was talking about it. No, I hadn't heard anything about it. And yes, I do still have the screenshot and the screen recording in my phone, because I'm waiting currently on an email which I can show receipts for to send it out. So at the very least, let's stop coming at Malibu, because Malibu didn't do shit to you, Pam.
thank you for having me up, T.
You're welcome, Bedazzled. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you tonight, Smash. Thanks, Dora. Have a great night, everyone.
Absolutely, Bedazzled. Thank you. So I don't know why. So this was your live, Smash, is what I'm understanding. You were live. I just didn't know.
Was it my live? What? Sorry, my kids are crazy right now and they're screaming, so I couldn't hear.
It's where I guess is what's happening. It happened in your live. I'm not.
Where it was brought to light about what where I got the screenshot to report the CP. Yes.
So the only reason why Malibu was being brought up at all is because the whole focus and the whole reason that we were live and like I was losing my shit, as you heard, was because of the allegations that Kendra has put on Breezy. So when she's saying things like that, right there in black and white, right there, and it's completely false, it's impossible for her to have proof because it doesn't exist. We're talking about that, and you guys went live and made that entire thing about Shannon stuff
I'm sorry.
when
Can
it
you
was
remind me?
your own people who actually did what Kendra's pointing at someone else for right now.
I might be confused, but what does Kendra have to do with Malibu?
Because we're talking about the false allegations of the CP.
So Malibu's
Kendra's
name
sitting
was
there saying
mentioned.
that Breezy did it and how disgusting of a human being to have
So
those
why
kinds of
wouldn't you
pictures.
just go after Kendra and not Malibu? I don't understand where Malibu ties into that. Really.
If you're going to ignore the hypocrisy and double standards that blatantly,
Believe me, I do not ignore the double standards and hypocrisy, but I am saying that that had nothing to do with Malibu. So I don't really understand why she's being brought up yet again by Pam, like she has been for the last several weeks, Victoria. And you can't deny that if you've been around. Malibu never did shit to Pam.
I stay out of other people's shit. This particular situation with Breezy is different, and pointing out hypocrisy on both sides isn't necessarily talking shit. Like, I don't talk shit. I'm going to tell you the truth. And it's definitely hypocrisy.
I need to know why you spent 3 hours talking about everything except the main reason why we were there.
Okay, Kendra, can you at some point show receipts? I don't disagree with that. If you're going to make an allegation, absolutely show receipts. I just don't understand what it had to do with Malibu, is my point. And Pam, you've been coming at Malibu regularly for literally no fucking reason. So I'm just trying to understand why you keep continuing to come at her. And then you brought her up again.
Listen, okay, I want to respond to that because what had happened was that Kendra made those allegations, right? And then we got done with the live, okay? And I received then a screen recording of Malibu doing the same thing that Kendra was accusing Breezy of. I had no idea about that prior to receiving it, so I had no idea that it was Malibu. I would have posted it had it been anybody sending that to you, regardless of who it was.
Okay, and again, I'm going to reiterate this for the 100th time. The reason why it was sent to me was because nobody else was talking about it, and I go live on a nightly basis to talk about various subjects, right? That one happened to be very harmful, right? And I was actually able to report it once, and I'm hoping to report it again. So, I mean, if we're going to be upset for it being sent out, I mean, that's not malicious. That is, hey,
My issue really stopped this.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
5 seconds. I got breaking news. My appeal got approved for my DMs. I'll be DMing Dalton's mother again.
And, good point, Twinkles. Why are you not actually going to the person and going after the person who showed it, not once, but twice, and then showed another photo, and then showed another photo, all relating to children? Why are you coming at the person who had all good intentions on making sure that it was reported and people were raising awareness about it? Because, again, nobody was talking about it. You're coming after.
I agree with that, right? I get it, and I am going to interrupt you because that's kind of like a falsity. Because if you were going to do all that, you didn't really have to do that on a public platform. Like all of you could have collectively got together and done that privately off the app. You didn't have to share that stuff on a live. You know what I mean? If it's all about getting to, the person who did it and getting justice and all of that, you could have all done that collectively off of TikTok Live.
I can agree with that. All right, fair enough. If you really want, but the thing is, it kind of all happened at the same time that I happened to be live, right? Like if this had happened before, like an hour or two before I went live, I think, in my own opinion, I would much rather not exploit a poor child, right? I would much rather just handle it privately. But truth be told, what am I going to message 400 people? Right? There was a lot of shit going on that night, and it just so happened that people had some information and were able to share the information. And, we made it very clear, do not report this unless you saw it, and only report the facts.
In my opinion,
I didn't share the image on my own live. I just want to make that very clear.
Okay, I'm just saying, in my opinion, I would not have even let the 400 people come into my thought. I would have made one phone call, talked to one person.
I was already on live for at least 20 minutes before that.
I'm just saying what I would have done. It wouldn't have been something that I would have definitely not shared it on a TikTok live. I think you guys could have shared that in text off of live, right? Like, if we're talking about protecting things and doing the right thing and reporting the right thing, then I just don't think anything belonged on the live.
Are you talking about the pictures that Shannon showed?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that nobody should have said anything on live about Shannon showing those pictures?
I don't think they should have shared those pictures to one another on live.
No,
it was only sent to me. I didn't send it out to anybody except the officer.
I said one another. Okay, listen. If you, I made my argument, and that's what it is. So I wouldn't have done that, and I didn't think that you, being as close as you and Malibu are, like that could have been done in private. You know what I mean? And how would I have had an issue with it?
It was all. It's not
That's
like,
my
it's not
argument,
like
guys.
Malibu. It's not like Malibu sent this to me hours prior, and then I waited to go live. I waited.
And
it's not
all
like
of
I
this
waited
is
to go live
diverting
to
the
have this
fact, though. All of
dramatic
this is
reaction.
diverting a fact.
But
It is diverting a fact, though.
Exactly. Why aren't you going after the original person who showed it? Not once,
have
but
mercy.
twice.
About that, this was down to Breezy.
This is so crazy that
Well,
we're
I didn't
even
even know.
involved
I
in
didn't
the
even know about
argument.
Breezy until yesterday. So,
That's
and I
Because
agree.
that's why we were
Hold on, everybody, hold
there.
on.
This is really crazy to get
give me 5 seconds.
derailed.
It's
And
not-
you
it's
guys
not crazy.
say things
No,
about
no.
people deflecting.
It's
Hold on
not.
a second.
It's not crazy when you're not saying anything to Shannon, who showed them on a live, but you're telling everybody else that they can't talk about it. As far as I know, the pictures, other than Shannon, the pictures weren't shown by anybody else.
Can I please respond to this? Because we're getting, my issue was because Breezy was being seen.
So I was going to say, hold on a second. It's healthy to have a conversation about all this, and this rarely happens. So I think the big issues here is where we got to keep on track is Breezy was falsely accused by Kendra without receipts. And then Huckleberry said something about Malibu or Smash, one of the two, without a receipt. And I think those are the two topics that we got to stick on.
Okay.
I did not say that about.
If you did.
You know, I refuse to anybody, not just you, but I refuse to defend myself against things I didn't do.
Well, if you did, and if you didn't, then that's.
I'm real good at remembering things I say, man.
Hey, Huck, hold on 1 second. So once again, in the comments, I was accused by Kendra of sending Muffin Man's children's pictures around.
Come up, Muffin Man.
Muffin Man just came in, so if she could get a box.
Yeah, I don't see a request for her. Is she private?
Yeah, she probably is.
T, you'll have to approve that. Babe.
But I've been accused of sending her children's pictures around, and she's here.
Sherry Bear, please don't act like you wouldn't defend yourself or one of your friends if they were being accused of having child porn.
Well,
Muffin
hello,
Man, we're so
everybody.
happy to see you.
It's been so long. I just wanted to say I hope everybody is well. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. I really didn't want to reactivate my account. I didn't even want to come back to this app. But nobody is going to tell Kirby that she is spreading pictures of my children. I asked her to send me the photo, and it was shared to me only. She sent it to me. So please stop, whoever is running with that. That is not the truth. She is not that person. Please stop. Stop it. It's a lie. We need to stop spinning things. It's a lie, okay? It's a lie. It was sent to me. I asked for it. End of story. There's nothing else to it. Kirby didn't do nothing.
I'm Kirby, by the way.
And Kirby did the right thing by sending it to me because I needed it for what I needed it for. But yeah.
Is Kendra still here?
Thank you. What'd you say?
Is Kendra still here? Did she hear that? Because I've heard it many times that it was Muffin Man's kids. So I just need to be sure she heard that.
Well, regardless if she did or not, it's not true. So you're not doing anything wrong. You did the right thing. I asked for it. They were my children, or my child rather.
Twinkles is not getting it. Like, it's actually so annoying because they just want to hear, they're going to hear what they want to hear to fit their narrative.
You're right. Hey, Victoria, how are you, sweetheart? I hope you're doing well.
Hi, I miss you.
I miss you too. I miss a lot of you guys. I really do, but I just choose not to. And the thing is that stop spinning stuff. It is what it is. That is the truth. That is what it is. Don't spin it, and try to hear your narrative. I am the person who asked her to send it to me. That is it. It was sent to me. That's it.
Muffin Man, we all just want you to know that we're proud of you and we're glad to see you.
Well, you know what? I'm glad to see you guys too. I missed a lot of you.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it really has. I really did. I missed a lot of you guys. I'm not saying that I'm going to be around or I'm not going to deactivate my account or after this. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've been great. I hope all you guys have been great. And yeah, it's good to see a lot of you. Sorry, I'm not looking at comments. I'm just looking off into my yard. So
They're asking for a weather report.
it's freaking, I just got back from looking for agates. It's about 54 degrees here in Wisconsin. Sunny, slight wind. The wind will not go away, and it is going to rain here. It's all been raining, and it's been horribly. Hold on, my neighbor's here. Interruption of the weather report. It's been raining a lot. In the south, it's hot, and then in Vegas is getting hot too. It's really hot in Vegas.
Muffin Man, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I think the biggest question that some people have, and myself included, is why, when people started questioning you, did you run and hide?
I didn't run and hide anywhere.
Well, I mean, you deactivated and you haven't been
Are
back
we doing
since,
this?
so.
Muffin Man, do you want to do this?
No, I
didn't
don't.
know
Actually,
we were doing this.
I really don't. I came
I didn't know we were doing this. I think she just came here to speak up for Breezy.
No, you're right.
and-
Honestly, you're right. Heaven forbid, be honest. That's okay.
Oh my God, Smash, really?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what? It's
no, really.
okay. It's okay. And I'm not going to address anything. I didn't run. I didn't hide. I left for a reason. And that reason, nobody's going to know. And it doesn't matter. It's my personal business. And I'm not going to speak on my personal life anymore to people on what's going on. So I came here. I wanted to say hi to everybody that's here. I missed you. I really did. Everybody in the comments and the others. You really can step on a Lego. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Y'all can think what you want, spin shit, do whatever you want. Hey, Joe.
I mean, you got to admit that it doesn't look great, right?
Do you think I give a shit what looks great and what doesn't look great? I don't care.
Well, I didn't ask if you cared. I just
Well,
said
I
you got to
don't
admit
care.
it doesn't look
I mean,
good.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. I think you did what you wanted to do here, Muffin, and I don't want anybody pressuring you to do anything you don't want to do.
I don't have any.
So
I, don't
I would just.
anybody.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in here and saying that, because I've seen it several times. But thank you so much for reactivating your account and coming in here for me.
Well, I will, and I'll stick up for you because you've always been a good friend to me, and that's wrong. It's just wrong.
I agree, but thank you so much. Don't
Yeah, you're-
deactivate yet. Don't deactivate yet.
Don't
Hey,
deactivate
can
it.
we unblock Victoria?
Can I?
No, Victoria got blocked.
Why did Victor? Oh, hi, Florida man. Is this your live? This is Better Days live. I don't ever think I've met you Better Days.
It's mine.
Yeah, this
Hi.
is that team's live.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. Thank you. Nice to meet
Why
you.
would y'all
One
block her?
second.
I actually agree. Why did anyone block Victoria?
I don't know. Hold on 1 second.
I don't know. I don't know who blocked her. Hold on. I'm trying to find her. I don't see her on the block list. T, you got it?
Hold on, I'm looking.
I'm all the way back in 2024.
Some of the comments are saying that she reactivated at the perfect time. No, we talk off of the app, so she knew the accusations against me, and that's why she's here.
That is the only reason. I literally activated my account right now and came to speak up for somebody who was getting.
Yeah, we're getting Victoria. I didn't see that I didn't see there was an issue. And so T's getting her. Give us just a second. I apologize, guys.
I mean, you gotta admit
He
that
did
kind of
it
looks a little
because
suspicious
Kendra
also.
couldn't do it.
Kendra is box banned. I wouldn't come up here and say it if it wasn't true. But it does look a little sus. It does look a little sus that, all of a sudden she came back at like the
Hold on, I'll have
perfect
to-
time.
But she was live yesterday when we were asking for the proof. She was live at the same time and had ample opportunity to provide proof.
So, question, is Malibu like box band too? Just asking.
No, Malibu's not box banned.
Oh, okay. Well, my
We do the eggs tomorrow at my house because I have all the cups. Oh yeah. Ready. Well, I was gonna say.
well, we could do them right now because
We haven't-
Steve doesn't feel good. He's not probably getting back up.
Already the husband for now?
Steve.
Oh.
T, I dropped her because she didn't mean to be in a box. I think she was having a conversation, and I didn't want that on live.
So can I ask a question real quick?
So I can't talk. Am I not allowed to speak? I mean, I was speaking.
my bad.
Before.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought the person that just got dropped was the one speaking. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Smash. Cool. I think I was speaking before she came in. I said my 2 cents.
I was reading the comments. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. Go ahead.
Okay. And you can block me after this. I don't care. But what Malibu did was wrong. I don't care who it is. You don't send pictures to anybody if you're questioning that it could be CP. That is my 100% honest opinion on it.
Well, then you better block some of your own people.
Ew.
Proof. Show me proof.
Yeah, I told people
continue.
directly, don't fucking
Continue.
send me that shit.
You're
Don't
not going to sit
fucking
here
dare
and
send
give
me the clip.
accusations on people that are showing CP without fucking proof.
Who did they say?
Oh, some of my people apparently show CP. Apparently.
No, I didn't say show. I just said that image
Spread
was
CP?
sent around through
Oh, okay,
a whole
but what did
circle of
Malibu do? She
people.
sent you a picture.
She sent me a picture to raise awareness. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
No, it's
y'all
not to
okay?
raise awareness. You don't have to have a
That
picture.
was absolutely not going to be labeled
Show-
awareness.
I mean, you do because you kind of do have to because you have people like Victoria and Pam that have clearly said on several occasions it is not in fact CP, even though they haven't seen
Victoria
Why do
never
you
said
need to
that.
see it to
Hey,
talk about it?
Smash.
Why do you need to
You
see the picture
are-
to talk
hey.
about it?
I
Malibu
didn't
is
fucking ask
100%
for
a grown woman. She could have called the police herself to file a report. She doesn't need Smashley to do it for her.
But we also made a lot of leverage. We also got a lot further by me raising awareness to it. So
Okay,
I
but
don't
you don't need to
understand
be
why
sent
y'all
the
are so
picture
upset.
to raise awareness because
are you
it's
guys
a
just-
child, Smashley.
A child that you can Google. Actually, somebody confirmed last night. I
So
don't
what?
know
It
who
doesn't
was.
make it right just because it's
It
on
was a
Google.
photo
doesn't make
on
it
Google.
right. It's still disgusting. The person
I
that put it
agree.
on Google should
I
be
agree.
behind bars. But now
I
you
agree,
have it
but
on
how
your
are you going to yell at
phone?
somebody for
That's
sending it to
fucking
one
gross.
person? How are you going to be mad at somebody sending it to one person who raises fucking awareness on shit?
Because you're
Explain.
sending out freaking child porn. It's disgusting.
Please watch what you say so we don't get Better Days taken down.
So please don't say you got people like Victoria saying whatever when all I have said in
No.
regards to the Shannon thing is I have not seen it. I do not want to see it.
And you
I-
said it wasn't child. Psst.
No, I
She
absolutely
did not. Did not.
Okay, well, I'll find it and we'll go ahead and.
I know you
Well,
will.
you're gonna
I
do
know
it
you
right-
will. In fact, can
right
you do
now.
it quickly?
And I want to know my
because
people.
I'm getting ready to take my kids on a walk, and I got
wanna
some
know
stuff
my
to do.
You guys
Yeah,
are
no,
just
you-
accusing
you don't
us
get
of
to do
just
that.
random ass shit because you have a hair across your ass.
I want to know my people because I don't hang out with anybody in this box except for
May I
Better
ask a
Before and
question?
Fortiman. So who
So
are my
wait a minute.
people?
So can I ask a question? So why is it okay to fight, for other children on live, but we can't fight for children on live when we see fit? I don't get it.
It's not that you're fighting for
about?
children on live. It's the fact that CP was sent to you. That's my problem.
Okay, can I ask a question? Why is everyone not pissed off that CP was showed on
Seriously.
a live?
We
They want
are.
to come at Malibu as if
Been going at
Malibu was the
Shannon.
fucking
Have you not
problem.
been in Better Days'
send
live
it
for
to an
a
email
week now?
so somebody
Yeah, but
can
Victoria
mail
and
it
Pam
to
hasn't.
police.
I
It's
don't
not
hang out with
nearly
them. You
as
take that
bad
up with
as
them.
showing it on a live.
So why is
Everyone
it
should
okay?
be pissed at Shannon.
Why is it okay for me to be accused of doing it with no proof whatsoever, but other people can pass it around? I'm accused of doing this. Shannon's pictures, and I didn't even see it.
I don't know anything about what was said about you, Breezy. Right now, I think it's probably the first time I've seen you. But to me, it just doesn't make sense that
Yeah,
we are
I didn't know what happened with Breezy.
mad
I knew
at
what happened with Shannon.
Shannon. I think the bigger answer or the bigger question is what can be done about Shannon sharing it.
I think that's kind of already been dealt with, though. I think enough awareness. I mean, as far as awareness goes, and if it's in law enforcement's hands, what else do you want us to say about that?
Then why
We're
still bring it
talking
up?
about we're talking about others being accused of literally sending it.
Yeah, no, I agree, Pam, for sure.
So let's get the proof of it.
So the only thing anybody can do about the streaming of it is just match report Shannon's account every single time she goes live, because I've already reported it. A lot of people have already reported it. I was in Discord putting a post of how to report it, and it is what it is. Like, everybody report it. Everybody report her fucking account every time she goes live. Don't let her on the app.
And I have stayed out of that particular conversation because, again, I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it. I don't know anything about it. Therefore, I cannot form an opinion of guilty or innocent. So I keep my mouth shut.
So are we going to get mad at me? Are we going to get mad at me for sharing it out? Because I definitely shared it out to an officer. How come it's okay for that?
Are you serious?
No,
You're really trying, Smash. You're really trying.
Smashley, what are you doing? Like,
Well,
because
y'all's
you know
logic is
you have a
wild. I
lot
don't
to say.
understand.
Please let
I
me
don't
speak. Please,
Well,
no,
I
don't
was-
say
I think
something
I was
like that.
speaking
And not
first.
let me speak.
I was speaking first.
You lied. I should be able to interject when you lie.
Okay, I forgot. This is your live. Go ahead.
Oh,
I didn't mean to interrupt you, girl. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Well, let me make a statement real quick. Here's my statement on this. It should have never been shown, and it should have never been shared unless it was shared to authorities. That's just the way I feel about it. I mean, it's a child, for God's sakes. It should have never shared to anybody. It should have never been shown. It should have just went straight to the authorities.
Right.
And that's how I feel about it.
That's how I feel too. I feel like it should have went to the proper authorities and not in the hands of multiple people across the internet. I understand that I think especially the biggest problem that people are having with this is it being tossed around to multiple creators in other people's hands? So we don't know the intentions of other people. So therefore, like if you're just sharing it out and sharing it all around to multiple people, what is the intentions with the other people on the receiving end of it? We don't know who we're sharing that to. We don't know these people on the internet. Yes, we know each other, but we only know each other on the internet. We don't know anybody off the internet and in real life. And the intentions can be very bad, and it's also a felony to share those types of things. I understand that, you know, you said you can Google it. I disagree with that. Like, I don't just, that's not something that I would ever want in my Google history. And,
So yeah, let's come after Shannon for Googling it, saving it, sharing it.
Absolutely. I've went hard for this.
Wait. But we're gonna come after
Smashly.
Malibu. Hold on, I'm speaking first. We're gonna come after Malibu because Pam has a hard on for Malibu, right? And that is why she's making a big deal out of this. But it was shared to me so that it happened to get in the right hands. You guys your logic is fucking whack.
I'm not coming after anybody. I just wanted that. I'm not coming after anybody. I'm just saying it should have never been shared. It should have never been shown by Shannon's dumbass.
Well, had it not been shared, respectfully, had it not been fucking shared to me, nobody would have said a fucking thing. Nobody.
No, that's not true. Because a lot of
bullshit. Bullshit, Breezy, because it had fucking been posted for at least 2 hours before I went live. It got shared she sent it to me, and it happened to be while I was on live. So, like, I don't understand why we're so fucking mad. You guys just want to pick at her. You want to pick and pick and pick because you have nothing fucking else. You have nothing fucking else to pick at her.
I'm not saying anything. Look, I'm not coming at you, Smash. You know I love you. I'm not saying. I'm talking about anybody that had it in their phone and shared it.
That's my
That's not my
point, too,
problem.
okay.
That's not my fucking problem. It is not in her phone anymore.
But why is
She
it still in
shared it
your
to
phone?
me and fucking because I want to share it to authorities. You fucking dumbass.
I thought you just said you already did.
I already did, absolutely. But there's another fucking police department that I'm going to share it to.
That's
I'm
really
waiting on the
uncomfortable.
fucking
Then you're late, babe.
I'm waiting
You're
on
way
the email.
late.
I've already shared it out, baby. I've already shared it out.
Smash.
And I have somebody
You're
else.
arguing over the wrong thing. This all started with Kendra accusing Breezy without any proof. And when they asked for the proof, she went live and continued to bash her. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not happy with the fact that people are trying to say, "Oh, Malibu willy-nilly laughingly sent CP to me." That wasn't how it fucking went. The narrative that y'all are trying to push is bullshit. And I always stand up for people that you do something wrong, it's going to get called out. Always.
Same.
Yet you spent 3 hours on a live last night watching my live that was 35 minutes long, and then never addressed why we were there because
And
it
then
was
you
your
spent
friend.
3 hours watching my live today. So
Maybe an hour and a half.
let's go.
I would like to say something. It's not the whole situation with what Shannon did is not an excuse for anybody to look at anybody and accuse anybody of anything or use that situation to weaponize it against anybody at all. Leave the situation alone. If you know they didn't have anything to do with it, don't say they did. It's not funny.
And can I say something really quick, Huckleberry? I received a clip yesterday of, and I'm just asking a simple question. When you were going on, I guess it was with Not the One last night.
Girl, I am not here. No, but this isn't a Q&A. Do you guys, what the hell is this?
No, I just want to know why
it's like the
in front
French
of your
Inquisition.
grandchild,
Like,
you were talking about
can't just-
unaliving and griping.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. If anybody can get on this internet and say wild things, but the minute I say a wild thing, everybody points a finger. If you
No, I
guys
just
don't
wanna know why.
get off your soapboxes and start widely spreading the same energy you give me to other people. I would greatly appreciate that. Now, if you have proof of anybody else sharing those things, Smash, why don't you fucking show it?
Well, I don't feel like it's any different than you saying great
and they're
people
not
are
wanting you for the
lying.
rest of this. No, because it's constant deflection with some other bullshit.
What's bullshit is you sat over there,
If I shared what I had, I would be considered a demon for sharing said photo. So you can fuck all the way off with that.
I would like to add something to that. I just don't think Mikey wants company. So I think that's the idea I get from it. So don't go to Mikey's house. It's probably not a good idea. So that settles that. But did somebody drop her? Because I think the conversation was healthy.
Yeah, I just wanted to clearly know in the clip that she has children in the background while she is talking about him coming and graping and unaliving her. That was very painful to listen to.
Yeah, and you know, the minor even repeats not the bad stuff, but repeats something that she says, so was clearly listening.
So the one thing that I don't like that that is kind of happening, I understand that there's a certain topic that we started this with. But while they're wanting to call somebody else out on their bullshit while we're waiting for one person to get here, if somebody asks them a question about something, is it not fair to also have that discussion as well? You can have many discussions within one thing and it's not deflection.
I just want to point one thing out as far as what Mike said, or that thing with with Huck. I do know that I didn't like it, but what she said as far as what that uncomfortable thing, he actually had said in a live about someone else. So that's why she said that. It wasn't just like out of the blue, like it's what he had said. I'm stammering over these words.
Right, but regardless of what he had said, I don't feel like that kind of talk should have been around children. That was painful, and that was very, 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 very disturbing.
Well, I'm not comfortable talking about someone's parenting when they're here and not able to speak for themselves as far as their child. That's not my baby. I cannot speak for that.
Right. No, and I'm not speaking about her parenting. I'm just saying that I think it's wild that would occur in front of children at all. I don't care who it is. And just that topic of the conversation was very, very, very just painful to listen to.
Well, and it was said, and even he said it watching the clip, even he said that if somebody came to his house, that's what would or could occur. Or if somebody broke into his house. Not that he was going to go to them and that just be something that he does just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And he stated that, yet she kept coming at him asking the same thing.
Can I say something about this? I think I was in that live, either in the comments or in the box that day. There's a lot on this app that can be assumed with no visuals. She never shows her granddaughter on live, and I don't blame her. I wouldn't show my adult children on this app. Please don't interpret a sound as to what you know is going on. We've spent a lot of time, or I've spent a lot of time listening and learning, and I have a background in special education. I get what happens there. A lot of times she has headphones on, guys. She's listening to the TV so loud. And again, I don't want to speak on her parenting, except I've observed a lot of it. She's not what people make her out to be. Some people have their kids playing in the background, whatever the case may be. But please don't make assumptions. They can be very wrong and lead you down the wrong path.
Nobody is making an assumption. It was clearly, it's on YouTube.
Okay, so is she asking me to show, are you asking me, Huckleberry, to show proof of what I just said?
No, I'm going to go look at it and then I'm going to speak on it. And I think I should be given that time because it's my child. I don't think I need to be.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your child. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you said. Show proof. In the comments, I don't know if that was toward that.
No, that was show. No, I was talking to Smashley about just show proof. I said, I'm done. If you guys want to sit here and pick apart how I responded to Mikey, then do it, because that's not what I came here for. If you want me to do that, I'll do that in my own space, because then I'm going to be comfortable in doing that, right? I'm not going to be put on the spot about something, especially if I don't have a clear remembrance of all the words that were spoken and the proximity of the child that you're fucking speaking on. So I'm not going to do that here. So I know I'm angry. I know I sound angry.
I mean,
you don't remember saying it? Because I
did you hear what I said
to Mikey?
Listen, you guys cut a lot of slack for Kendra and car washes and
don't say y'all, because first of all, I don't say y'all, because no. You're not going to come into my life and say that I give slack to anybody when I don't fucking know what has happened.
I don't know the situation. Florida Man knows the situation because he was there. We were not there with Kendra. Or was we there with Malibu Blue? So I can't speak on that. I don't know what happened there.
There's no y'all. Just because this is happening in my life does not mean that I know the situation. It means I'm giving my platform. I'm giving my platform. Y'all have access to my platform to discuss certain things that are going on. That does not mean I know about the shit.
Can I speak for a second? I think there's a couple of issues, as I see it, running together along a similar subject. The allegation of Breezy did it was made in writing. And then I wasn't there. I've gotten clips of it, was then defended in a subsequent live. Proof was asked for. Then hold on.
Said in you guys misread the comment. She said that Breezy was around during the conversations with Muffin Man. She did not say that Breezy was the one. Why is she involved in the conversations? It wasn't she was passing it around.
That's the way they were interpreted, so that's fair, but I don't think that's what came out in her live. As a second, As a second topic, Shannon held some live, and she shared CP. They're two separate CP topics. I didn't see it. If I did, I would have reported it myself. I have very, very strong opinions against that. They're the same topic, but they're two separate incidents, and they're kind of being blurred together where they shouldn't have been. That was where it was uncomfortable with then Malibu sharing it to Smashley, and she did laugh about it on the live. I guess she's since said it was nervous laughter. Fine. I don't know her well enough to know if it's nervous laughter or not. But it's all being lumped together. The sharing it was the point, and that's the very thing that was in the comments that we were saying, wait, time out. Where's the proof? and somebody else just did it right under your nose 12 hours, 24 hours later. That's all. It's two separate incidences around the same topic.
Well, yesterday I did say if you have screenshots, I think it's weird if you're sending them, because I do think it's weird regardless of how you acquired the screenshot. And I mean, I said it in my own live yesterday. If you have a screenshot of it and you are sharing it, that's weird. I stand on it. I also think it's weird if you didn't see it to have an opinion on it and publicly blast it and then use it as an excuse to start dragging Kendra again. It's just, I know Snark doesn't like Kendra, and I know how it all started. I just wish that instead of using these things as a way to come at Kendra, use it as a way to seek justice and do things that you are inclined to do.
I was watching. Breezy didn't do anything to Kendra. I'm not sure why Kendra went at Breezy.
Can I say something? Because I don't like to stay up here very long. I want to go back just a little bit to the conversations of people talking about kids. Let me tell you, I hate Donald Trump with a passion, but in his first term, I said, don't anybody go after that child that was underage. And I will say it here. I will say it to anybody that's talking about Snark's child. That child, nor Kendra's child, nor Snark or Kendra's parenting should never be a question in anyone's mouth.
No, the fact of the matter is, it was done on a live stream where people heard it being repeated. So that's why nobody spoke about the child. We just wanted to know why the topic of the conversation happened on a live when she's sitting here literally in this box saying.
There was conversation in the chat, Dora, while I was coming back. There was people talking on Kendra's child and how she talks and does things in front of her child. And then there was talk about Snark's child in the chat.
Right.
People in the boxes may not have seen it. And it's just, I'm sorry. There's certain things I'm going to stand up for, and talking about anybody's child, I will protect that child.
I agree with this. I think parenting should not be a topic unless it's Dalton. I know I've done that shit, but he lives in the car. I don't have anything to say on that because I did that shit to Dalton.
Well, Snark and I don't, mine with Snark is, some people, it's like, you don't G-haul with them. She hadn't done anything to me. I don't really think I've done anything to her. I'll still take up for her grandchild, just like I would my own nieces and nephews. But, and same with Kendra, same with Rivka. I don't care who it is. If they hate my guts, I'm still going to stand up for the child.
Absolutely.
Bye.
I love you, sis.
I love y'all.
Okay, Rivka. So Kendra just went at Breezy. Breezy didn't do anything to Kendra. What did Breezy do to Kendra to bring that on?
I think the stuff between Breezy and Kendra all stems from Muffin Man and conversations Muffin Man had with Kendra and I on live calls about Breezy. I think that's where that comes from. And there was discussion with Muffin of Breezy. I don't want to get into all of that because it's not my business anymore. I stepped away from Muffin Man for a reason. I know that's what I think happened with Kendra. You will have to ask her.
Were there receipts provided when?
Muffin Man did not provide a goddamn receipt to us. That's part of why I walked away, because I would be in our snaps being like, you need to drop the proof. I need to see more than the few screenshots you've shown on TikTok because they don't actually prove anybody's behind anything. And she suspected like everybody at one point or another in conversations. So
if I heard something about Dora and the person that told it to me just said, hey, Dora did this, and then I, a year later, got mad at Dora and said, hey, a year ago.
I mean, we were only informed about this stuff with Breezy within the last few months. So it's not like we knew it was that long ago.
I got it where she says it was a year ago, Muffin Man stuff.
Okay. Well, I have no idea when
I was at the window. I was at the window recording it.
Okay. Well, if you have, I believe you, bro. I got cognitive issues. I can't remember everything that's happened in the last week, let alone the last 6 months. I'm not sure what is between Breezy and Kendra. I don't know Breezy. I did hear from Muffin Man that there were photos being passed around between a bunch of different people. Breezy's name was mentioned, but Muffin never brought up proof. I'm sorry if Breezy is offended that Kendra asked a question.
Could it be?
It was just a question.
Could it be that Breezy sent them to Muffin Man? Which is where their name got brought up.
Like I said, Muffin Man never produced a receipt. She yapped a lot. Yapped and yapped and yapped for hours about this stuff. Never once did we see a receipt that was not shown in the lives that Muffin Man was holding when everybody was holding those lives a few months ago about the page that recently popped up.
So you don't remember exactly what Muffin Man said about Breezy, and Muffin Man was just up here moments ago saying that Breezy sent them to herself because it's her child, and she asked her to. I
didn't know Muffin Man had reemerged from the depths of the lake she emerged into when she disappeared. I get that she was in here. I wasn't in here. So I don't know what was said.
So it's like taking stuff and twisting it. But the real thing is I believe that everybody's got a problem with Huckleberry, and something was pulled out of the hat and just thrown at people that are sitting with Huckleberry. I set the best example for not going after the mods or the people that sit with other people. I go right for who I'm going for. I've never went at Mallory's mods.
Okay, it was never Mallory's mod. I'm confused by that. For me specifically, I came up because there was conversation about Kendra's kid happening. Kendra is unavailable.
It's an example. It's an example. So I go after Mallory. I talk shit about Mallory. That's it. I don't look in the chat and see the mods and be like, yeah, and fuck you too for sitting with her. That's what it looks like to me that Kendra did. Hey, fuck you, Snark, and fuck you, Breezy. I'm gonna just think of some shit and accuse you of some stuff. And that's not right.
I agree.
If you got beef with Snark, go for it. But don't go. It would be like someone having beef with Dora and going after T.
And I don't do that. So I definitely see where you're coming from, Florida Man. I didn't come at Breezy. I haven't come at anybody. I had my own live yesterday where I shared my opinion on things Snark has said publicly about me and my friends. I held my own live. I did it point blank period. I said what I said. I'm sure there's plenty of clips being sent around about it. I came up because Kendra was being spoken on and she is unavailable. So that's why I'm up here. I don't know why she came at Breezy. I wasn't even in the comments of that or in the comment thread of that. So I'm not sure what happened.
I think the big question here is that
I have an issue.
I think that Breezy was trying to ask Kendra, and Kendra went live on her own platform. You were there.
Nobody's going to go with the Starks rude, where she is rude, talks over people and hates them. So she went live because, she's not going to go in there. Snark has never been respectful of Kendra. I don't blame Kendra for not going in there.
Oh, I completely agree, because I would want to go on a neutral platform myself if that were the case.
I'm gonna get rid of this Princess Consuela, whatever, banana person.
No, it's probably who.
Yeah, it's literally.
So what I'm gathering is that the issue that Kendra has with Breezy is from something that she heard from Muffin Man when I was friends with Muffin Man too, as well as Victoria. And we would have never shared anything only to Muffin Man so that she could use it for her legal stuff.
Right. And Kendra never asked me a question specifically. It was just an accusation in the comments about who I was and what I was doing. With Muffin Man's children's photos and whatever the CP photo that Shannon had posted on her live, which I never saw.
Well, I think what came from that.
I commented back and asked her for proof and to specify, and I get nothing, just accusations. I called Muffin Man, I asked her to reactivate and come in here, and she did. I've never shared her daughter's or her children's photos ever, but I'm being accused of it.
Again, like I said when I first came in, I think you only have so many characters to type in a comment, right? We all miscommunicate. I think it was a miscommunication because from what I gathered from what Kendra told me on live yesterday, she was wondering why you were always reemerging when these kinds of conversations were happening, right? The conversation of CP was happening in Snark's live. I had never seen you in a box until I got a screenshot of you being in the live the other day. So I think that's where our confusion came from. And I think the issue with the CP picture of recent is somebody in the chat said, I didn't see it. And then you said, I have it, I'll get you, I've got it. I'm not sure what you were talking about. And I cleared that up yesterday in my live. I said, I don't think Breezy was necessarily talking about that screenshot if she wasn't in Shannon's live.
No, that was a completely different conversation farther into that live. But you don't just misunderstand. You know, she specifically said Muffin Man's children, and Florida Man had the screenshot up just a few minutes ago when we asked her for proof again, and she tagged me in the comments with sharing Muffin Man's children. And I don't just randomly pop up when it comes up to conversations like this. I don't get in boxes, and I haven't since everything went down with the Muffin Man because of this kind of drama. The first time I get back in a box, and this is what I get.
I mean, I think it's the issue is the first time you got in a box in a long time was when a conversation of CP was happening again. So for us, it's just we see a pattern, we talk about it, everybody yaps. I'm sorry if you're upset that she had a question.
I do have a question.
She didn't ask a question.
I've got a question. Are you box watching her and writing down what she's jumping up into the box for every single time?
Me? No. Like I said, I've never seen. He was asking me the question. I'm sorry. No, like I said, I've never seen her in a box before, ever, until the conversation of CP was happening in Snark's live. That's going to be my answer every time.
Maybe she's passionate about that topic, and that's what she chooses to speak on.
And if that's the case, that's the answer. I'm confused why you guys are making it seem like it's more complex than that. It's not.
It's the assumption. It's the assumptions and the running off of them and then feeding it into the crowd and then causing a ruckus.
Okay, that's your opinion. I genuinely just came up because people were talking about Kendra's kid. I don't think Kendra's kid should be the go-to when Snark is pissed. I don't think anybody should be discussing anybody's parenting, period.
I do have one more question.
That's why I came up. I was answering questions. I don't know Breezy. I didn't make any assumptions of why she was in there. I'm just answering the questions that I can based on what Kendra has told me.
I do have one question for you specifically. When did Bougie tell you that she owned a nonprofit?
When I went in her live and she recorded the whole conversation of my trafficking story. She had told me in Truth Tellers Live and she told me in her own live that she ran and worked with a nonprofit and invited me to come speak at her nonprofit and share my trafficking story.
And
at her nonprofit. She specifically said at her nonprofit.
Was it on phone call?
It was on live. I don't have Bougie's I sent her a DM saying, I would love to work with your organization. Why would I say your organization if she didn't make it sound like It was hers.
And she recorded your whole conversation of your.
She admitted to Leatherface, yes, that she recorded my whole live where I told her my trafficking story because she invited me to do it on her platform.
So it was on her platform.
On hers or Truth Tellers, yes.
Okay.
No,
so
have the proof because unlike y'all, I don't screen record everything, especially back then. I thought I could trust Bougie. That was my fucking bad.
Because nothing in the messages she never once said she owned it. She said she advocated for it. And
In
that's
the
what.
messages, I said, I thank you for letting me speak on your platform. I appreciate it. I would love to work with your organization. Please tell me how we can set that up. And then she never responded about it. So.
Oh, no, you guys had a pretty hefty conversation about it, but never once did she say she owned it or ran it or anything. She advocated for it.
Again, why would I say you're I don't have screen recordings of it. I have the screenshots I have posted in the past.
I would also say if you don't have any hardcore proof of that, that's also spreading misinformation as well.
Oh my God. Okay, Florida man, that's your opinion. I can talk about whatever she said to me because she said it to me. And I don't care if you guys believe me or not. Genuinely don't give a fuck. Bougie still won't show her face because she's got you being her pit bull, and that's fine. I understand where you're coming from, Florida man. I do. I get it. However, I'm not going to be bullied by Bougie when she's not even on the app. She's not going to bully me into silence when she's not even on the app.
You did say in Holly Mae's live that Stephanie recorded a call between you and Bougie.
I thought she recorded the live. I've never had a fucking call with Bougie. What?
You said phone call.
I misspoke.
But the way that you spoke the rest of the sentence was, I got on the phone and Bougie had Stephanie on the other line recording that call.
What? Play the proof then. If you say you have it, I've never play that clip then because I have never had
that's
a
what the
call with
doorbell.
her.
That's what the doorbell was. You got to give me a second to send it to my other phone. I'll be right back.
I'm defensive because Bougie played me. She made me feel like I was safe to go on her platform and speak about my trafficking story. Yeah, Bougie's texting Florida man right now.
I would appreciate it if you could show me a receipt that is Bougie.
What's Bougie? Good Lord.
You said she was texting me right now. Like, that's the weird false information. Like, if you don't know,
I was reading a comment, Florida man. It's a joke. Please don't get so sensitive. We all say Bougie's texting you all the time because it's funny. It's a joke.
I wish people would send me clips like as needed. That doorbell wasn't Bougie. She's not ringing the doorbell. Hold on.
Bernie Solar Power, are you on the box? Were you wanting a box? Is that Kendra?
Well, I do have to get out of the box because I have shit to do.
Can you give me
But
2 minutes?
what?
Would you be able to give me 2 minutes to get that clip? Because I really don't want to play it with like you not up here, but I now have to play it because I
Okay,
said
play it.
I'm still looking. I'll be right back. I was supposed to give me like 2 minutes.
Iowa hockey girl, are you wanting a box? They're asking if everybody in the boxes are okay. Okay, thank you, Iowa.
And just letting it be known here, Shiny Penny is fucking Leatherface's mod.
Oh,
Wait,
seriously?
Leatherface's mod. What? Where?
We're in a
Wait,
box
Shiny
with
Penny?
us. Just Leatherface's mod, Shiny Penny.
Okay, well, that's really disappointing. But
I knew she was snarky.
Johnny Penny's not Stephanie's mod. That's. I mean, don't know why, but yeah, but Shiny Penny's not.
Shiny Penny is not.
I know she's Street Snarks mod.
Yeah, she is Snark's mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she's Snark's mod either, but I do know definitely Shiny Penny is not anything to do with Stephanie at all.
Hold on. Snark's mod. Okay, Shiny, are you Stephanie's mod, hun?
I don't know Stephanie. I would never be her mod. I don't know her in any way, shape, or form. So for somebody to accuse me of being somebody's mod I don't even know is wild. Wild. I am Snark's mod. I don't hide that. I've been called out for that several places. And as I've said, when I've been called out for that, I don't hold it against anybody. Who they
No.
are for.
Listen, I just got a message saying that you were, so I'm sorry. That is my, no, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna spread that. I'm just saying.
Wild. I don't know her.
Okay.
Can I for a second? Shiny Penny and I have exchanged words before, kinda. But I just, one, I could verify that she's not Steph's mod, and two, can we take it easy on Shiny Penny? They got a lot going on right now.
Absolutely. That's why I said that was disappointing, because I that actually took my breath away, Shiny Penny, because I was like, wait, what? No.
Thank you, ladies, and thank you, Florida Man, for one of the first ones to say it. There are some crazy, wild things thrown around this app, as we all know. And yes, there was a lot going on. I'm stronger now. My husband is starting to recover. So there's still a lot going on with him. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't know Stephanie. Never been her mod. Wouldn't be your mod.
Okay, well,
Are you fucking serious?
what's up?
Okay. So somebody, I think it was just muted, but somebody in the chat just asked if we were looking for attention because Shannon, Meg.
Oh yeah, I muted them. Fuck them. They've been talking. They've been running their mouth in the comments this whole time.
Yeah. So
Muted them for a minute.
if you don't like us, you don't have to be here.
Literally, the app is very large. You guys can find an echo chamber anywhere on this app, I promise. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, not sorry, not sorry. I hand out timeouts left and right. So, oops.
But hey, Flirtman, is this just a clip of me saying I got on a call or what? Because if that's all it is.
I got it right now. I had to.
If my
clip
trauma
it.
is discussed, I'm going to ask that you don't play that because I'm not in the mood for that right now.
Give me 60 seconds to pre-listen to it before I play it.
Okay, that's what I was also going to ask.
Yeah. Liz, will you sit here with me for a minute?
I got you.
Anita, I actually had a good day today. I spent most of the day with my husband.
Anyways, about that St. Bernard.
Hey, Chi, thank you for letting me come up again. Sorry, this got completely derailed. I discuss it in every because I get to fucking discuss it when I want to. Okay?
No, and again, I'm sorry, Shiny Penny, it wasn't to.
Because it's her fucking story.
Thank you. It's okay. I was just kind of surprised I was dropped. I thought it was a mistake. And then I saw my screen come tell me why I was dropped. And I was like, wait a minute. I only wanted to say one last thing before I left, but then to be a wild mod just is wild. But again, the app is wild. So I'm going to drop now. Please, everybody, have a great evening. Tomorrow's Easter. Happy Easter if you all celebrate it. And if you don't, have a happy Sunday.
Well, we can also celebrate that it's 420, but anyways.
Yes,
there you go. Another reason to celebrate.
Listen, Liz, my motherfucking ass. Y'all ain't hearing from me tomorrow, okay?
I have to be responsible because I work in the evening, but
I'm going to play
first thing in the morning, though.
I'm going to play 2 seconds of it just because I don't know what's what. So out of respect, I'm just going to play 2 seconds of it. And then there we go. So get ready.
Boosie admitted she recorded it.
So that's the Holly Mae live that I was talking about. But yeah, it's if it was on a live, there's no reason to say it's a 2-party consent state.
I mean, you're not allowed to record me without me saying, yeah, you can record it. It doesn't matter. At this point, I'm just poking fun at Bougie because she's dumb for hiding. I'm poking fun because it's funny. It's funny to say shit about her because she thinks it's funny to run around this app and cause mayhem and then bounce and leave you to clean up her mess. I'm going to say what I'm going to say about Bougie, period. I don't give a fuck if it's true anymore. She has spread false information on so many people. I don't care anymore. And apparently she's still active because why am I getting sent screenshots of her active profiles as we speak, like this one? Like we can play this game. I'm confused. Why? Why does she get to run around and cause mayhem, Florida man, and then leave? And then we're not allowed to say anything about her?
No, you can. I'm just saying, make sure it's true.
Quick question.
Clearly you do care if you're in here listening. I'm just saying, like, clearly you care.
Quick question, Florida man's doorbell.
You might want to take that off. You got something up top there, notification.
Oh, appreciate that. Florida man's doorbell, hiding someone's rug use. Do you have proof that they're using rugs? Like solid proof? Other than the hearsay from
Spicy Goddess, yes. I do a lot of research and a lot of except for one. I did fuck up. TV producer. I was reading through her text messages and it seemed like she may have been scamming, and I did say something about it, but then after researching it, TV producer is absolutely not scamming at all. None. Like, TV producer is good.
Care to share that proof, doorbell?
That I apologize to TV producer for, because I should have never said it. But yeah, TV producer is good.
You know, I wasn't going to get up here until you said, make sure it's true. You don't make sure anything is true.
You said I was wearing an orange shirt and that nice picture that you posted me. And now it's my orange shirt picture.
So, hold on. Going back to this. You pray daily, the person gets help, but you aren't going to show receipts that you have proof that that's actually, happening.
I'm Switzerland. Yeah. TV producer has actively gone after scammers. I spoke to some 100% of the way on that one. A lot of that came from my dislike of Mallory, and anybody like TV producer quick 180 flip to go to Mallory's side confused me because she was all about like going at Mallory, and I was confused by that too. So
I just came up to say, if we're going to continue to drag somebody for relapsing last year, make sure you go take that same fucking energy to Shaky Casey, who keeps posting about Kendra and I, even though we're blocked because he's obsessed. Like, if we're going to drag one person's relapse that happened last year, let's make sure we're doing it for everybody, okay? Everyone.
Casey's weird as fuck. I'm not a fan of Casey. I've said that openly.
Well, they're saying that this person is actively still using, so that means currently. So you have current proof, is what I'm asking for.
Current proof. Doorbell, please enlighten the class. Again, why continue? Well, I don't know anybody who's currently using. So, again, if we're going to continue to discuss a relapse and make it such a big deal, take it to Casey too, because he's admitted to babysitting while under the influence. Does everybody think those lives?
Doorbell may be Casey.
Oh, Casey, Casey, hi. I've heard the songs you made about me now. That's so cute. I know you really want my kitty at this point, but my husband said that I'm not allowed to waste my air miles going to Canada.
March safe from blessed anal beads.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not, Dora. No, the fuck you're not.
What did I miss? What is that?
Well, you see, what happened was T's trying to traumatize me.
No, I'm trying to bless you, Dora.
Can I say something super fast? Super fast. Can we not virtually diagnose somebody with substance use, especially if you're not a professional? Please, can we just not do that? Because that's harmful. I don't care who the person is, but like, let's not automatically assume that somebody is using because you think that they look like they're using, especially when you're not a professional. I just want to say that it's harmful. It's just not cool. I don't like the shit. So let's not do that.
Thank you, Too Tall. I really appreciate that.
Yes, I don't like that, and I don't think that you should be just saying, oh, you're covering for somebody in addiction. There's lots of people that have addiction. Just hope them the best and pray for their recovery. That's all you can do. It's not good to like sit here and say, oh, well, you know, you're covering for somebody.
And I've said this dozens of times, regardless of your opinion, openly online dragging people's addiction is not okay. And if you clearly say you pray they get help, Doorbell, then you wouldn't be going into chats and talking about it. You would pray in silence and shut the fuck up. Okay? And with that, I am getting down because I have to go to dinner. But thank you, T. I really appreciate you giving me the space again. Thank you, Dora. Liz, I love you. Moonbeam, I love you.
Love you too. Listen, you guys, I just want to say something really important. Everybody is paying attention.
Hey, Moonbeam.
Hey, honey. Listen, Bougie hated a lot of people. A whole lot of people she never met, never will meet.
Moonbeam. Explain's been waiting to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me shut my mouth, you honey. Go ahead.
You can go first. It's okay. I'll wait.
What? You like where this was going?
Moonbeam, can I just ask, you got that jitterbug out, girl?
Honey, I had to plug it in and put the antennas on it to make it work.
What about that's just because I kind of need one.
Look, Florida man, I know you've been talking to Bougie and she's been releasing you stuff and all the things, but what you need to understand is if anybody made her mad on the internet, she, just like Stephanie, she wanted that. She wanted to know personal stuff. She wanted to know what was going on in your life. Whether people were using things or not using things, just all the literal things. And you are coming with so-called receipts from Bougie, and really, she's doctoring a lot of stuff, I've noticed, because I took some screenshots the other night, and it's obvious that part of the conversations were missing, and sometimes big parts. Like,
give me an example.
When you're having a text conversation with somebody, and they send a text, then you send a text, you know how it is, and the conversation makes sense. Well, a lot of those texts that you showed on Bougie, it's not making sense because things are missing. Relevant, facts are missing.
What text messages are you talking about?
Oh, Lord. What?
Who are they between?
I can give an example, but I mean, honey, at this point, don't ask me to remember who it was about.
I would love an example.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right.
Well, she's looking. I want to say thank you so much for letting me up in the box. I've been a watcher in your chat, but I've never come up before. And I just want to say thank you. And I also just want to make a comment, if it's okay, on recovery. I have never dealt with addiction, and I think it is disgusting that people who have never been through it think that they have a right to comment and judge people on recovery. And it just sickens me when, if you don't know, you've never walked in those shoes, you've never dealt with that hell on earth, stop talking about it. Listen, learn, and keep your lips together. Quit smacking your gums about other people's struggles, because they have no right. I have no right, guys, to sit up here and say something to you about your recovery. I know nothing about it. I learned from you guys. I learned from other recovery groups of what you've been through and the hell that you've had to deal with. But who the heck would I be? And I'm getting emotional because it's like, it anchors me when I hear people judge people in recovery and assume that, oh, well, if you relapse, then you're a shit human being. You know what? Who the hell are you? You're not perfect. And I'm sorry, guys, to rant. I got so frustrated with that today. It seems like it's been getting worse and worse that people, even in recovery, shouldn't judge another person in recovery, but especially those of us like me who know nothing about your journey, nothing. People that are in recovery, I bow to you for the strength that you have and that it took for you. Whether you relapse, whether you don't, it's still immense strength. And that is something that I hope every single one of you look yourself in the mirror and say, I did it. Nobody did it for you. You did that. And I have so much respect for anybody who has accomplished that. And again, I'm sorry for venting and ranting. I'm so angered by these people that are in my position and they think they have a right to speak on recovery because they don't. Yeah. So thank you for letting me vent, guys. Thank you so much.
Very nice break, and I agree with that.
You're very welcome.
I already told
you can boot me.
I already told Dora
You are welcome, guys.
Discussing somebody's addiction. I'm over it. As someone who's been sober for 13 years, I'm not fucking playing with it.
No.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Every single one of you, I'm godsmacked by your damn strength. I could never do it. And I think that's why to this day, at my age, I've never tried alcohol. I've never tasted it. and I'm in my 50s, and I've never tried a drug because I knew I wouldn't have the strength. I knew I wouldn't. I'm not as strong as you guys.
Who are you, Wonder Who?
What's up, bitches?
It's Kendra.
Hold on. For Kendra, before you go, I'm going to bounce off what she just said, but I'm going to do it my
you're
way.
good. I didn't come up here to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to do it my way. If you've never lived through it and you've never been through it, then you don't have a fucking right to speak on addiction. My opinion only. And yeah, I'm in the bath. Just saying. Don't speak on it if you ain't never been through it.
You being a naked bitch in the bath, girl.
Yes, I am. I'm taking a long hot bath.
So to Tara D, and also to Wicked, spoke on my behalf before as well. So thanks to y'all, as somebody, that is in recover, fuck. I'm not, let me see how to put this.
T, you say whatever you want to say you are, girl.
Hold on. Bye, Skittles. We're not doing this.
I don't want to say
the fuck out of this live.
We're not doing that.
Somebody that is in recovery herself. I appreciate those words from both of you, because we don't get it very often. So yeah, just thank you.
I mean, people don't realize what we go through, right?
You're right.
They don't realize what we've lived through. They don't realize what we went through to get clean and what we go through every day to stay clean. So they don't have a right to speak on addiction and recovery, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because they've never been through it. They've never lived it.
Facts, because it's literal hell.
Absolutely. But I'm going to hop down and finish my bath.
It's the bath for me.
Look, I told you, you never tell them what I'll be doing when
I'm excited. I've bathed with Dora. Now I've bathed with you.
I can't believe you're naked in the tub right now.
I absolutely am, Hazel.
Do you know how many times that y'all have fucking been in the bath with me and don't even know it?
Oh, listen, I know that Skittles down here, that Manny, whatever. I will own what I said. I absolutely said that to Skittles. Absolutely said it to Skittles. But here's why I said it. You're not going to sit there and you're not going to say vile shit and come at a fucking DV survivor and tell her she was not beat enough. Don't get mad when vile shit is said to you.
I mean, I've heard people come at Nikki with some vile stuff about, her addiction. Just saying.
So yeah, I absolutely did call you a cockeyed cunt. Absolutely did tell you I'd beat your eyes straight. Absolutely.
Out every time, man. You take me the fuck out.
Fucking Nikki, man! I swear to God. I can't take you serious right now because you're in the fucking bath. Like, I can't.
Well, they got mad because I called her Matthew Lee and Cracky Chan today. They're over running their sausage smoker, so.
Thank you, Terry.
You have to stop. It's been over 8 months, almost 9 months now. Like there could be a whole ass pregnancy here in like 2 weeks that's completed.
Corbin, stop. Oh, what the fuck? Why would you even put it out there?
Oh, Lord. But I'm all down and finish my bath.
Love you, Sharon.
I just want to say one thing. Hold on, Moonbeam. I just want to say one thing, and then I'm going to get down.
Explain's been waiting.
I know. I'm sorry. Real quick. I'm sorry. Explain. I'm going to get 2 seconds, and then I'm down. I'm sorry. I'm so glad this app was not around when I was in active addiction, because y'all be talking about me right now. So I appreciate what all of you have said on addiction, and I'm sorry you hear the bullfrogs. I'm real sorry. It's not easy, and you know what? Whoever has beat it and come out on the other end, you're all warriors. We all are, because it's a fight every single day, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Okay, go ahead, explain. All you.
Wait, shouldn't Miss Sunshine be blocked out of here because my voice triggers her?
Well, Why is she in here?
I don't know. I got a message being like, my voice triggers her, and that's why she's a dick. And I'm like, okay, then don't be around me. So maybe you shouldn't be around, Sunshine.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be here.
It's okay, everybody. I don't mind waiting, especially on a screenshot from Moonbeam. Anyway, I just wanted to apologize to Better Days. I came in here hot earlier.
Okay.
DP, P3DO stuff, I take highly against.
Fucking loot.
I came in here hot, and I apologize for doing that on your platform. I do also want to say I want to give you guys credit, because for the past week and a half, you have been spreading awareness about Shannon without seeing the pictures.
Yep.
So you guys weren't given credit, but you have been. We all have been in here every single day talking about it and making sure people knew about it without showing the pictures.
Facts, and I want to say that too. If anybody I made it clear on T's Live the last time, don't fucking send me that shit. Don't send me the video. Do not send me the fucking clip. Do not at all. And I want no parts of that shit.
And if anybody sends me that clip, I will delete it 100%, and your ass will be up here getting dragged. Just saying. I will call you out.
Report them first.
Absolutely.
Report them
They
to
will
the
be
police.
reported to the law enforcement, and then they will get dragged for it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Really quick. This Aloha man, who the fuck are you talking to? Because you know that none of us in this box are dating someone who's 18, so miss us with those fucking dry bones.
What?
Well, dating an 18-year-old, who is Aloha mate? Nobody in here is dating anybody 18.
You're in the wrong.
25. Yes, I'm a cougar, but he's 25. Just saying.
Okay, Ann, my wife's 41. Ann?
Hey, Florida man, you drugged me once for this. Was mine of age when
Absolutely was, yep.
Thank you.
Florida man, I found the screenshots I had questions about.
Yeah.
But it was a conversation from last week between Shannon and maybe Megan.
Dino. Sorry, Moonbeam. I'm so sorry, Dino. I know for a fact you were talking shit. For a fucking fact. Bye. You can kiss my whole fucking ass.
I don't like burns.
Okay, go ahead, Moonbeam.
I have the screenshots. I have my pointer ready. Okay.
Yeah.
But
You want
the
three cards?
conversation about something else altogether, and not what is currently being discussed.
That's fine.
If we could maybe show them at the end, if you want to, so as to not derail the conversation and go off in the left field.
No, we're on.
Okay, hope please.
Moonbeam, I'm ready for your pointer and your antennas, ma'am.
I'm actually.
I have my pointer. I have my let me flip my.
Hey, Moonbeam, I'm gonna need you to make a hat that has antennas on the side of it.
You know, Dora, that's not where I thought that comment was going, but I'm glad it didn't go there.
I have my pointer here, right here. It's a chopstick.
If you really have a pointer.
I do have a pointer.
I'm gonna fucking listen. If she really has a fucking pointer, I'm going to fall out the fucking this live.
I've got to see this pointer.
I have a pointer. Hold on,
I'm going to fall out of this damn live if this woman really got a pointer.
I'm gonna get a pointer. I'm gonna buy a pointer. Probably when I get your blessed anal bead store, I'll get me a pointer.
I fucking can't take you, Moonbeam, right now. I can't fucking even deal with you.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I have a pointer. See, it's a chopstick. I'm ready. Okay.
Vadakadabra.
Okay. This is between Shannon and I guess green was Bougie, right?
Yes.
From last
Green is
week?
Bougie, gray is Shannon.
Okay, so they're talking shit as usual. And okay, And they're talking more shit. As usual. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. So as the conversation flowed on.
Can't deal with Boopy right.
God, I got my pointer. I'm ready, honey. As the conversation flowed on, I noticed it seemed like some things were missing. And right here, it seems like maybe there's something missing between what she's saying, what she's saying. The conversation go back and forth.
Now, I can see where you might say that, but Shannon, if you have texted her ever, Shannon has a habit of texting like 50 fucking times in a row. I don't know if your conversation with Shannon looks the same as Bougie's or OG's.
I never texted her. I never had her phone number.
Well, you're lucky for that one. She's really annoying. She texts 5, 6, 8 times in a row and then starts jumbling up stuff. And you'll see on a couple of other ones too where she completely ignores some stuff that Bougie says.
So, yeah, it just looked like, oh, yeah. And don't forget, Sweet Cheek says she's not a racist. She has a color TV. Bitch. So
that was a good intermission, by the way. That's
yeah. It just seemed to me that there seemed to be something missing between Shannon and Bougie. Like Bougie, Shannon. What?
Okay, so it says, I sent you a vid Sam just made. Girl, I'm crying. Go look. And then Shannon's continuing with her own conversation in her head from above there, where she's texted twice, as you see. Megan's husband did say the N-word with a hard R several times. Then she says, oh, let me look to that. And then I feel you on that. Soon-to-be daughter-in-law is what I dropped. That's the conversation above. So that part wasn't released yet. I was just, in those conversations there, it's not one continuous line. It is just some stuff that I was using to show Megan that Shannon is talking shit about her. So I just picked parts out that was like, fuck Megan this, fuck Megan that, 'cause fuck Megan. But when the whole chat comes out, yeah, you'll see what I mean. But I do see, you can see that.
Okay, that's what I had questions on. Me and my pointer wanted to know.
Yeah, I do see where you can see that, and that is just parts of. So the full context of all the conversation, it will come out.
Okay.
If I can ever not talk about an airline ticket for an hour.
Oh, fuck the airlines. But listen, Florida man, don't forget. These people that Bougie is discussing are also people that she hated for no good reason.
I don't know why anybody hates anybody. I look in the audience and there's backup accounts hating me. They can't come in on their main. I don't know why. Some of those might be me. I don't know.
I don't know, but listen.
I think you have all the fucking accounts for it, man.
Yeah. Moonbeam's pointer is in the room with us. Jesus God.
They're quick on it. So why I don't post the whole conversation is there's just, if there's personal information in there, I'm not no video editor. I don't know how to block that out. I know how to block it out on the screenshot, but also if the personal information goes directly to the people who are affected and it is their choice whether they want to say something about it or not, I'm not going to sit there and say, Tim over here was doxxed for any clout. 'Cause I don't want to get no attention for putting up people's shit and letting other people know that the information is out there. So it's up to them.
My pointer is apparently sentient. We have a sentient pointer. With the pointer...
You might want to keep the pointer handy because I think everybody's going to expect it every single time that you green screen something.
Yeah, don't lose that shit now.
Yes, please don't lose that, Moonbeam. We need that for future reference.
Oh, honey, I'm going to keep it.
But
I don't think.
Because I'm here for cloud only, I'm going to get a projector and a laser pointer now. I have to do better than that.
Okay. But that's how I want
up your game list.
I vote
Just-
that none of Moonbeam's receipts are valid unless she has her pointer.
Okay, fine. Fine. Just my answer and all the things. But listen, don't forget, y'all, and especially Florida man, if you made Bougie mad, or even if you didn't make her mad, if you said anything in a chat that made her look sideways, she was going to find out who you are, which is crazy as hell.
The weirdest thing, I have not found my information yet. Now I will say Bougie did tell me to go fuck myself fucking 100,000 times, but I mean I feel that.
Well, if she could have found it, if she had it,
Everybody's got it. Ask 2 people, one of them got it.
well, your information has been put out there, so one of them got it, right?
I put it out there in the box the other night. So, I mean, it's not like it hasn't been out there for over a year now.
I didn't know who you were and all the things. All I knew was
Lady
you
Scorpion.
were promising.
Lady Scorpion has it. So if anyone needs my information, DM me or Lady Scorpion. Full permission. Go ahead and give it out.
There is one more thing me and my pointer wanted to show. Just one more thing. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is.
Is it my orange shirt picture?
That is the most unbothered mugshot.
Get my brother off your screen.
I was
ever
bothered.
seen. I mean,
Okay.
standing
I was
there in an
bothered.
orange shirt, and they're taking a mugshot, somebody, with a pew-pew on their hip and all the things, and you just look like, get this over with, I've got more bullshit to do.
I'm sorry, Moonbeam. What shirt? I did not see a pointer point at that shirt.
Point to the shirt.
Yeah, there we go. Right there.
This shirt right here.
Okay,
This
now
one
it's
right
orange.
That's the shirt right there.
See, them eyeballs. Them eyeballs are like, take a fucking picture. I got shit to do.
Oh,
Can we zoom in on the mouth? Look at the mouth. You're like, you set your mouth some kind of way, and you are not a happy camper because you have more claw machines.
No, you know what he's doing right there in that picture? He's saying don't get attached to the beard or the mouth area because I won't get rid of your ass. That's what he's saying.
You see, right there in that picture, I'm deep in thought. Like, how many of these places are they going to find out about? I was so
told you
pissed.
he's plotting.
So anyway, don't forget about the most unbothered mugshot I have ever seen in my life.
Do you want the other ones?
Oh yes, please do. Do.
Give me 1 second.
Listen, I'm gonna hop down because I'm gonna get good screenshots of his other mugshot, just so I can point to them too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will pull them off the other phone and get them over here.
She's like, I gotta get screenshots.
All jokes aside, Moonbeam is fucking hilarious. She really is. Today she was fucking cracking me up. I go in there and I'm instantly laughing at her ass because she says off. I went in there because I was sitting there doing my makeup while I was waiting, listening to her, and all I hear Moonbeam saying is, "Well, if that heifer."
I'd stay. Like Florida Man had been in her box, and then he got down, and then she showed that picture and started talking about it. And I'm like, wait, does she not know that is Florida Man?
Look, she hosts lives that aren't tea related. We were all up in there talking about pets earlier.
Moonbeam will realize it soon. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
But anyways, hi Kendra.
Hi, Ken.
Hi. I just have a few things to say before we get started on the questions of things. Anybody who has anything, let me close the door, because I'm not going to be very nice. And I don't have another account, so if this one gets taken down, I'll be back at 11:50. Okay? One thing, I do cuss in front of my child. Yes, I do. I'm not going to change that. But what I don't say in front of my child is I don't get on live and ask somebody if they're going to come grape me when my child is within earshot. If you have ever watched one of my lives or heard me in a box, you hear me continuously tell her, hey, baby, give me just a second. Or if I think I'm about to say something that's a little bit wrong, I go away. You understand? I distance myself because I have enough sense to fucking understand, and I don't fucking influence my child like that. In the bathroom, if I had cam access, I'd show you, you know, but I don't. The thing that I said about Breezy, it's kind of weird that, you know, there were multiple people sharing the fucking things. Nobody wants to talk about how Breezy was apparently the first motherfucker that doxed Muffin Man. It's awful fucking rich that Muffin Man's just back. It's awful fucking rich that Sonic gets to sit there and say that Shannon should already have a mugshot when literally Muffin Man apparently took this all to investigators with her exploitation thing months ago, and that person doesn't have a mugshot, so why are you going to let that be said? But I promise you one thing, if these motherfuckers speak on my goddamn child again, I will become the most evil bitch on this goddamn planet, and I promise I will fucking surpass Bougie by fucking miles. I will hunt y'all motherfuckers down and hang you up by your goddamn toenails. Do you fucking understand me? My 4-year-old has not done a fucking thing to any of you. I'm not done. My 4-year-old has not like she's just this awful thing. No, my child has more manners and has never acted any type of way other than fucking like a good fucking kid. So I don't know why it's any of y'all's motherfucking ideas or fucking opinions matter on my child when my child has never gone on this motherfucker and said anything inappropriately. I don't show fucking corn in front of my child. I don't do none of that dumb ass shit, motherfucker. I don't. So please, keep my fucking child's name out of your fucking mouth, because I promise, none of you will like me. None of you.
Who was talking about the child?
Oh, it's not threats, it's a promise. Thank you, though.
Who was talking about the child?
Oh, I have multiple screenshots if you want them. But like I said, I don't have cam access, so I can't like put them up right here, so yeah.
Add me on Discord.
What's your thing? I don't know what the fuck it is.
Florida Man 0277. I'll put it in the chat too.
Okay, thank you. And if anybody like that sees it in the chat that is in a group chat with me, they can send that to me too. 1 second, my kid's coming. What, baby?
Kendra, you can send me those on Snap and I can green screen them. Okay. Muffin Man said Breezy Doxter.
I asked you earlier and you didn't remember what Muffin Man said.
I was answering the chat because Kendra just said it, so that's what I said, because I'm assuming they were wanting clarification on what Kendra said, so I answered.
Muffin reactivated to come up before Breezy. I have a hard time believing that. Muffin Man herself said Breezy sent photos to the Muffin Man because they were her kids. Like she was here.
1 second, my child's right here and I really don't want to say anything according to that in front of her, please.
Can I get a big box, please? So this is from this live, a screenshot that I just got. So Pisces Princess is talking shit because Kendra cusses in front of her child. God forbid.
Okay, so that wasn't Breezy.
Wasn't Breezy, no. But
And I said, Florida Man, when I first got in here, I said that I would go to the questions after I got done addressing a few things. So, I mean, that wasn't really necessarily towards Breezy. Nobody said it was towards Breezy. It was necessarily towards everybody in the chat, you know, who wanted to know about my
So
4-year-old.
the thing is that the deception that the audience doesn't get is like the questions were about Breezy and then you come up and say all that and it made it look like.
No, because I did clarify at the beginning, did I not? I mean, everybody was in here.
You fucked me up with the toenail comment because I'll never forget the video I made about Mallory being able to eat her toenails.
Please stop, I'm trying to be serious, okay?
And then when someone was like, she can't get her foot up there, I made another video with a diagram of how she possibly could. I'm going to mute for a moment. Okay, now that we're all on mute laughing at that, I know Poetic. I was pointing out the obvious when I made the diagram of how Mallory could get her foot up to her mouth to eat her toenails for lunch.
Okay, what was the
That is
question?
a visual I do not need. Good God. Oh, that's such a bad mental image.
I can't confirm or deny. I know Miss Florida Man is Messy Waffles. I know there's another Miss Florida Man. I don't know the Florida Man accounts. I do not want to know them because some of them I just don't agree with. So I don't know if people are going to just use my name to be a dick or use my name to just be funny. So if it isn't me.
Hey, not Florida Man, do you have receipts on that since you were in the chat earlier saying you can't throw accusations without proof, Ripcom? Where's your proof that Poetic Rec is taking money from people? I'm just saying. It goes both ways.
Kind of weird. Been watching them, but I'll get to Poetic Rec later.
Where's Moonbeam with the pointer currently?
I need Moonbeam's pointer. My finger doesn't work very well.
But anyways, what's the next screenshot?
I have it other than what the fuck Smart needed to say, then talk about me saying, oh, I got a kid right here and I'm gonna box you. I was driving. Also, I am banned and I had to log back into this account to even motherfucking get the fuck up here and waste my time.
There was a lot of stuff.
Of y'all. It's just, it's a waste of time because it's all very convenient.
Give me one second. I have some screenshots from yesterday's live in Snarks where Kendra's parenting and Kendra was a topic many times. Just let me go favorite them and I will come back and show those.
There was a lot to cover in between that time. I think the time got filled up pretty good.
So in the clip that they're talking about, where Breezy was apparently talking about sending things, apparently they're saying that's petty, but how is anybody supposed to know that's petty whenever they were literally talking about what Shannon posted, is my question.
What do you mean?
Okay. Martina posted a video, and in that video, it was a recording of Snark's live. Sorry, I'm in the bathroom cleaning. That's why I'm echoing if I am. And she had posted it, and they were in there talking about the whole Shannon situation, and I couldn't see the comments in the clip, so I don't know what was said in the comments, but I guess somebody said they didn't see it or something. And Breezy then said, okay, well, I will send it to you. Apparently they were talking about petty. I assumed, I guess fuck me for assuming, one second. Sorry, but I guess fuck me for assuming that, given the situation they were just speaking on, that they were sending the fucking image that Shannon put up, and in my mind that is nothing that needs to be shared. In my mind, nothing of private parts, even if it's a grown-ass man, needs to be fucking shared if it's not yours. What the fuck are you doing that for? You know what I'm saying? That's weird as fuck.
I had listened to that part of the live, and it was about petty. Nothing about Shannon was really being mentioned around that time. I don't know about that. I know you can't send anything on TikTok. I know. I mean, if people want to look at it, it's out there. I'm an advocate for look at whatever you want. Just don't green screen it on TikTok.
I just don't feel like, and I mean, everybody's entitled, like you said, to their own opinion and how they feel about things. I just don't feel like me at my grown-ass age, I'd be sending around noodles of people because that's just weird. In my mind, it's not my private parts. Why would I be sending them around, you know what I'm saying?
Well, in a way I get that, and another way, if the content is being consumed to enjoy,
It was not to enjoy. Don't fucking shit me for the man.
Look, as long as that shit don't end up on TikTok again, it's all good. Honestly.
Yes, many times, and people sharing it with forever. It just fucks me. I don't know. I guess fuck me. I don't know. I guess fuck me for having an opinion, and I mean it's always been that way. I don't know. People will never like me. I can't make people like me, and that's fully okay. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I know, but I can't. Like, I'm trying to be quiet because I am inside, and I don't want to have to go outside.
That was the third one, by the way. That was the third thing that I forgot earlier. So yeah, that was the third thing. I forgot about it earlier. That's why I don't see it as much of a big deal. But you definitely can't have your opinion on it. But
right, like everybody's different. Like, I mean, if you don't think it's like, that's on you. But me, and like, I'm not going to sit there and just like even when it can be, because in my mind, you know, I overthink shit. So when shit can be fucking. Okay, let me explain this in the easiest way without me trying to get taken down. If you go and sit with things, and in that clip, you know, you see that and you're like, oh shit, she's sending that shit around, and assume, like I did, that they're sending shit around. Either way, it's fucked up in my mind. Why is it like, I don't want to be associated with any kind of sending any kind of thing like that, especially when it comes to kids or dolls or adults or any of that. I don't want it. I don't.
Yeah, I know, but the assumption that it was a kid and then putting it out there as it was the kid was like way wrong. So that's a horrible accusation for anybody. It is. I mean,
we can move on to whatever next question. I literally was not here earlier, other than to comment. Like, I don't know really what people are fucking so wrong. No, it's my opinion. Victoria, if you have something to say, you can gladly get a box. I know you don't like me. It's been very clear. I really don't care who doesn't like me.
I just wanted to share Moonbeam's new stick figure, including Pointer and Jitterbug.
Love it.
That is all.
Thank you. Sherry, are you wanting a box? Anybody that is wanting a box, can you just say box in the comments? So I
literally coming up here to answer fucking questions because I wasn't here. I was driving and literally do not want to play a bunch of bullshit screaming by a bunch of people that have nothing good to say over a Bluetooth speaker with my child in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
your kid ever. I don't talk about people's kids. What you did wasn't an opinion. You accused Breezy of something, and you're dancing around any kind of accountability.
Dancing around fucking what, man? Dancing around what? Accountability of what? I said what the fuck I said. She's weird. Anybody, including anybody over here who sent any kind of bullshit like that is weird. That is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, Victoria. I'm sorry you don't like that. That's your problem, not mine, friend.
No, but you accused her. You said you watched it. You assumed in your mind whatever narrative you spun, and you turned around and accused
Y'all watch
her.
that motherfucking clip and then tell me that's a narrative. When you watch that clip and you sit there and they're sitting there talking about the fucking shit that Shannon put up, which is nasty as fuck, and then she says, "Oh wait, I'll send it to you. You didn't see it? I'll send it to you." Yeah, any motherfuckers gonna send that shit.
Literally just told you that that's not even how it went.
Either way, it's fucking weird.
No, it's not either way.
What is? Why is she sending around private parts of anybody? That's weird as hell.
You're ducking and dodging any kind of accountability on your part.
I'm standing still. What accountability do I need to take?
For
she's weird? Because I'm not going to say I'm sorry for the fact that she's weird. I'm sorry.
You didn't comment you're weird. You commented that she disperses
I said, and you can keep
child
showing it.
porn.
I said that she's weird because she sat there and she let Snark fucking say, well, Shannon should already have a mugshot by now. But yet, Muffin went through pretty much the exact same thing of people putting her picture of her kids up, and literally there's still an investigation going. As far as I know, I don't know. I don't talk to Muffin, don't want to. So why the fuck are you going to let her sit there and spread misinformation when I'm the queen of misinformation? Y'all just don't fucking like me, and you don't fucking like what I have to say, and y'all watch my every fucking move to goddamn ridicule me, and that's literally
That is so not even true. I hardly am on this app. But going after Breezy like that was messed up. Like, why can't you just accept that and take accountability?
The accusation was rough. They also sending Muffin Man's kids around was also rough too. Both of those.
I'm just saying, when you're sitting around literally the profiles that have the pictures on it, what are you doing?
I mean, I can't speak for Breezy, but I can speak about what you accused her of and you not taking accountability. That's
I'm sorry. I don't
Of either a child or a grown adult, private or exploiting wise, is weird to me. I'm sorry, that will never change in my mind.
You can't group them both together.
And I can't prove it because, as soon as I started asking Muffin questions, the group that we were in to, talk about the whole investigation, everybody left. So, whatever.
I mean, I do see where Kendra is coming from because Snark was up there basically saying, even though she did not see what was posted in Shannon's live, that it wasn't what the people who saw it say it is. So I'm confused why, if we are demanding justice for Muffin Man, why we are demanding instant justice in this situation when that's not how it works. And Muffin Man's investigation, as far as I know, is still ongoing. So again, I'm confused why it's okay for Snark to scream that in a live and say it wasn't what the people who I did not see it. Thank God. I don't want to see it. I don't want a screenshot of it. And I said it and I'll say it again. If you took a screenshot of it and sent it in any way other than to the authorities where it belongs, I'm going to side eye you. I'm going to call you weird. I think it's weird. And I will say it because it is.
You don't know. And the accusation that she did is the problem. The accusation that she sent Muffin Man's kids around was a problem.
When you're sending around the accounts without marking the shit out, and you're showing it to God and everybody, what is that? Please tell me.
Who did she show it to?
Literally, they were literally sending it to anybody that they were talking about, Stephanie or Muffin or anybody, like anybody.
Do you have proof of that? I have Stephanie's text briefly. You did not send it.
Okay, man. But you weren't there for all the calls that we all had together, correct? Okay. And I don't record calls because I'm not a weird bitch like every single one of you. Yes.
I've never done that before. Would never. No. I'm not gonna go back and forth with this. My main point is about Breezy and the specific.
My opinion will never change. Thank you. I have to go get my child milk, so I'll be back in just a minute. Anything that will be said, I will not hear. Sorry.
Pretty much went how I figured it would.
And I'm glad it did, Victoria. You can gladly go through my phone, Snark, if you're that worried about my recordings.
Backup 2025. I think it's really funny that you stay in here on a backup with all of these crazy things. Come in on a main. Come say it with your full chest. Why are you scared?
Ignore the backups. Ignore the backups. They just
so weird. It's so weird. I don't get it. And again, if you took a screenshot of what Shannon posted and sent it around and think it's funny, I think you're weird. And
that's what they want. The backups want to be called out. They want to be like, "Ooh, we did something in that live today," and that's why I don't really acknowledge them. I recommend everybody else not acknowledge them because they'll just keep coming in, and if you ignore them, they get bored, they go away.
It's just, I just love seeing all the accounts I've never seen before ever come in and know so much about Kendra. Like, y'all are so obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? They are making fun of coloring books, which is why I said something. Because, people make art and get paid millions of dollars. Some guy just made, $5 million off a fucking banana. Let's be so for real. Art is subjective. Coloring is great for your mental health. And when you're a stay-at-home mom, you gotta kind of just, thank you. I'm so excited. Thanks. But yeah, everybody should drink some water, buy a coloring book, buy some paint, get in touch with your inner child. I do actually. Sweet, simple, sweet 7. But, you know, people have said don't bring that up because it wasn't weird. And they're very advanced coloring books. There are advanced coloring books. I have a tarot coloring book that I'm working on right now. I love it.
Anywho, I'm back, so you can continue the questions.
Well, it's not really questions. It's just being able to, because I've taken accountability for shit I've done. Even in this live,
What accountability? Because literally, what the fuck? Literally, I was there on the nights that I stayed up until 2-3 o'clock in the fucking morning about all the fucking shit and how they had shared multiple of the motherfucking accounts. No, I do not have the motherfucking proof. I'm sorry. Is that what you want? Because I don't have the proof? I'm allowed to motherfucking assume what the fuck I heard in the goddamn calls, friend. I'm sorry.
I know a lot of stuff that I don't have the proof for either, so I don't say it.
Okay, Florida man, you're the god of everything. I'm sorry that you are, but I'm not. I have a child, a 4-year-old, who is literally about to start school. This app is not my motherfucking life, and neither is Muffin Man or Breezy or Victoria or Snark. I don't give a fuck that nobody on here likes me. I don't give a fuck, and I never goddamn will.
So here's the thing: you assume that people don't like you, but also this could be like, hey, you know.
No, it's not assumptions when literally people come on here and dog you for literally doing everything you can to be a good mother, and they're like, oh, she lives at home with her mommy. Oh, she causes it for
I'm
no
not on that at all. That's pushing the topic over there. We're not deflecting over there. We're going to
not deflecting.
That, like, hey, like when you accuse something that's wrong, you kind of got to be like, yo, yeah, that's my fault. You can take the 2 that you're wrong on and 2 that you don't have proof on, and be like,
I don't see that I'm wrong, though. I take accountability that I don't have proof because, once again, sorry, I'm cleaning out the bath, but once again, I don't sit on here all motherfucking day. It is Easter, and my child had a great Easter, and I had things to do today, you know? Hence why I wasn't here earlier. Hence why I'm usually not around when people call for me, because I have a life. But no, I'm not going to apologize because I hurt somebody's feelings by the things that I've heard in private calls, okay? I'm sorry, you weren't there to hear it. That's on you. And whoever doesn't like me after this, that's fine. I wish you the best, and I hope you all have a good night, but I have to put my kid to bed.
And I could sit there and say that I had a private call over here, and this was said, and the crowd would go wild. Like, oh yeah,
and that's fine. Like I said, whoever does not like me after this, I do not have any hard feelings for it. I promise at all. But I said what I said, and that's all I have to say. And I appreciate the time. Thank you, T. I hope y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Kendra. You have a good night as well.
I'm not sure when that happened. That wasn't what I was up here for. But yeah, anyways, that's what it is. So,
yep.
Remember, no receipts. Don't let it bother you. No receipts. Don't believe it.
Okay, Bree. So, please don't talk about her parenting.
I don't know why that got brought up here. It was a constant, and I find that to be a deflection tactic to get everybody to be like, oh, you know, look at this, look at that, but nothing of that was said. And then the screenshot that was shown, it wasn't even Breezy. It wasn't even the topic. It wasn't even the people involved. It was just somebody else. Like, the deflection is wild. The carelessness to throw an accusation like that on somebody and then not even be willing to be like, yeah, my bad on that one is wild. It's disrespectful. And I really feel like if people are going to do that type of stuff, they should come with receipts. Other than that, don't accuse nobody of nothing.
Yes, my father's angel. I'm going to say yes to that 100%. Yeah, I think the situation with Muffin Man and Breezy was extremely emotional for everybody that got dropped when we asked for proof. We asked for proof, we got blown up on, and I also don't record my Snapchat calls because that's fucking weird. But I did spend hours and hours and hours on the phone with Muffin Man about that situation because that recent page came up. Breezy was dropped a lot, and the photos that were being sent around between friends were not redacted in any way. And I think that's where that's Kendra's point, is they weren't redacted in any way. If it's enough for Muffin Man if it's enough for Muffin Man to claim it's CP and get an investigation launched, it's enough for her friends to be redacting it when they're sending it around to other people to let them know the pages are up. Why are we sending full pictures, full profile? And I think that's where Kendra was coming from.
But you said her friends, not her. Because Muffin Man was in here. Directly in here, like physically in here.
I understand that, but you guys are wanting answers, and I'm trying to provide some. I'm trying to provide some clarity.
Providing those answers are throwing other people in, and if you don't have any proof that anybody was sending them around, it's a topic that's not even relevant. It's just a topic to continue to keep talking shit about people.
I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm stating facts. Sorry that the receipts have been posted. Muffin Man has posted them, so I'm sorry that I'm speaking on it, but if that's the topic and people are mad that Breezy was brought up, then the topic is going to be discussed again. I'm sorry.
It was Muffin Man being here and saying what she said. So from the person themselves.
Okay.
Or from somebody who
she involved me in it 1,000%. She involved all of us. So, yeah, she did involve us. She came to the private Snap group a lot, and we listened willingly. And then when proof was not provided beyond
comments again. I don't think I tried to speak on the topic if there's no like physical evidence, like receipts available. If she posted them, go get them. Like,
I didn't screenshot those pages. Why would I screenshot that stuff? That's weird. I don't have those receipts. I only recently started collecting receipts because people demand them. So I have recent receipts after Muffin Man bounced. I was like, all right, done. So,
do you mind if I get the box?
And if I, again, didn't hear what Muffin Man said, so again, I can't speak on what was said. I can speak on what I know.
Well, for a fact, Muffin Man was in here. And I mean, I'm sure I was just as shocked as everybody else. I didn't know Muffin Man was going to be here. But yeah, Muffin Man was here. Muffin Man said that Breezy only sent them to her.
Okay. Well, then, that's all I need to know.
So I'm not sure what happened on the calls with Muffin Man, but I mean, if a friend's venting and maybe is mad at one friend at that time, but the fact is that Muffin Man wanted people to take pictures of it and send it to her, and we would tell her first, because I've done it too, and I sent it to her in Snap. And I didn't keep those pictures. Like, that is not something I want on my phone.
I don't have those pictures. That is not something I want on my phone.
Exactly.
I don't have them.
And I was with Muffin Man from the beginning when it first happened. And it's not something that, I mean, we've been screaming from the rooftops about that for over a year. And I think Muffin Man left because she's tired of defending it. And let's be honest, Stephanie is a louder voice than Muffin Man.
I can scream ankles louder than somebody.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm not in the middle of it. I just feel that, like the whole Kendra getting in the middle. I like Kendra's memes. Sometimes she's so funny, but in this situation, I do feel like he just needs to say she was wrong, and then it would be over instead of just acting like a child, which is not good. That's it.
My thing is I don't think Breezy and Victoria are going to harp on it. I think they're going to accept the fact that that's the closure and that's the accountability that they're going to get. And I really believe the general public has to look at Kendra in a way to where if she's not going to admit to being wrong, then that's a strike on her character. And a pretty bad one for the accusation, the way it is.
There is definitely something he is going through, and I feel so bad for him because he really enjoyed.
Yeah, I got it. Back up.
So they were going to the home because they were about the AC and the babies and stuff.
You're welcome, Breezy.
Nope.
There you go, Regina. Nobody has to dislike Kendra. It's just like being unable to accept that you're wrong is something that even people's friends should be able to look at Kendra and say, hey, that's kind of fucked up. But I mean, I look at my people when they do something fucked up. Yeah, sometimes I laugh. But
You're
sometimes
welcome,
I also do
Victoria.
wrong. No, my chair is mocking Mallory's chair. So not only do I talk shit about Mallory, my chair also talks shit about Mallory's chair. It's like a 2-on-2 beef here. Every time my chair squeaks, it's telling Mallory's chair it can squeak better than it, it can turn better than it, and it can slide better than it, or roll better than it.
Katie, welcome in.
Yes, I'm good.
That's going to be a video, by the way. You don't see me throwing this chair across the way, being like, it can roll better than Mallory's chair.
Penny for checking. I'm good.
Did, yeah.
Bernie, that's misinformation. We're not holding a huge live on Shannon.
I mean, we can.
Do that.
We sure can. I have been.
I mean, I got. It's been like 24 hours since I've made a roach joke. But swinging into Stephanie. Stephanie's the piece of shit over here, leather and lace. Liz, take a big box and show the one meme that I died at just earlier. But when they get back, they have a funny meme to show you.
Oh, no. Welcome in. Tap the screen. Thank you. They said,
You like Bernie. You can't hang out here. Blah, blah, blah. Wah, wah, wah.
Actually, what was said was that Dino talks shit. A
Little
lot
do
of
they know
shit.
somebody they've been conversating with is somebody they don't like.
Right?
One.
Florida man.
Do you know they're talking disgusting things about my rosaries?
Yeah, and you know what? Let me tell you